Now, what did he have to gain? Well, nothing really. In fact, he gave up a great deal, if you think about it. He gave up a life of great prominence and wealth and position and power and authority where he was going, because he couldn't resist the truth. He couldn't turn his back on what had come to him as truth, as this was the real deal, and I can't ignore it. He had to give his life to it. So I'm going to read something. You'll love this. I usually carry a little Bible. Not anymore. Got the Bible on the iPhone. Isn't that cool? I love that.
Technology at its
I'm going to read something, and we'll end with this. Is that okay? You guys still with me? Am I boring you? Okay. In the book of Philippians, this is a book written to the Christians that were living in the city of Philippi. Okay? I believe it was in Greece. Okay. This is toward the end of the book, the letter. Toward the end of the letter that he writes. Now, remember everything I told you about Paul. Remember his background, all right? And this is him writing now, okay? Steer clear of the barking dogs, those religious busybodies. All bark and no bite. All they're interested in is appearances. Nice, happy circumcisers, I call them. The real believers are the ones the Spirit of God leads to work away at this ministry, filling the air with Christ's praise as we do. We couldn't carry this off by our own efforts, and we know it. Even though we can list what many think are high credentials, here he goes. Even though I could list what many people think are high, impressive credentials. You know my pedigree. A legitimate birth, circumcised on the 8th day, an Israelite from the elite tribe of Benjamin, a strict and devout adherent to God's law, a fiery defender of the purity of my religion, even to the point of persecuting the church, a meticulous observer of everything set down in God's law book. These very credentials, these people are waving around as something special. I am tearing up and throwing out with the trash, along with everything else I used to take credit for. And why? Because of Jesus. Yes, all things I once thought were so important are gone from my life, compared to the high privilege of knowing